Welcome, seekers of detail, to a deeper vision of solace. For those who have walked its paths and met its shadows, this is an invitation to see anew, not through retold events, but through presence, through place, through what lingers behind the dialogue and beyond the battles. This is not plot, this is texture, the very grain of Jennifer L. Armentrout's From Blood and Ash. Let your mind paint what the text only sketches. This is a visual journey through the iconic locations and the figures who haunt them. Watch closely. These are not just settings. They are witnesses. We begin within the formidable walls of Castle Teerman in Masadonia. Picture it. Weathered gray stone, each block grooved by time's slow hand. The architecture speaks of defense, not welcome. Tall, narrow windows slit the light, casting corridors in half-shadow. Some halls shine with polish and gold, ceremonial but cold. Others echo underfoot, stone cool to the touch, whispering histories too dark to carve into memory. This is where we meet her, Penellaphe Balfour, the Maiden, a living contradiction, visible yet untouchable. She moves in flowing white, unblemished and deliberate, but it is the veil that defines her, fine silk, possibly threaded with gold, obscuring all but her lips and jaw. Her copper hair is a rumor. Her green eyes, rarely glimpsed, blaze against the shroud. She walks, not as a girl, but as a symbol, and symbols are often shackled. These halls are ruled by the Ascended. Look closely. Duke Dorian Teerman. He does not command a room, he claims it. His pale blonde hair is precise, his black eyes depthless. Every thread of his attire is dark, rich and exacting, and always the cane. Less a support, more a threat in polished wood. Duchess Jacinda Teerman beside him moves with practiced grace. Her gowns are richer than required, her brown hair flawless, but those same black eyes, void of mortality, remind you. Nothing here is soft, only softened. And always nearby, Lord Brandole Mazeen. He wears his cruelty like cologne, just enough to linger. Dark hair, a smile just short of sincere. His eyes, too, are empty, a trait of the Ascended. But where the Duke is frost, Mazeen is venom. His lips are red as crushed berries. His stillness suggests not boredom, but restraint. From grandeur to confinement, we step into Poppy's private chambers. These walls do not gleam. They absorb. Plain stone, cool and undecorated. A modest bed. A solitary chest. The absence of luxury speaks volumes about her life. But one feature breaks the symmetry. An old, nearly forgotten door. Wood worn smooth by age, tucked into shadow. A servant's passage. Or an escape? Here, the world narrows. Here, the Maiden exists not in ceremony, but in solitude. In this quieter space, we meet Vikter Wardwell, her guard, her shadow, and at times, her only anchor. His armor is service-worn, not ceremonial. His sandy blonde hair kept short, his face lined by sun and concern. When he looks at her, even veiled, it's with a protective clarity that pierces the role he's assigned. And then comes Tawny Lion, color where there is none. Her presence fills the room in ways furniture never could. Rich brown skin, vibrant brown eyes, curls streaked with gold. Light caught in motion. Her gowns, softer than court attire, speak of comfort. Hues of rose, violet, perhaps lilac. She's the only one who makes Poppy laugh. And that, in this world, is an act of rebellion. Now, we slip into the night, into the shadowed alleys of Masadonia, and beyond them, the Red Pearl. Its presence is almost mythical, spoken of in whispers. The air inside hangs thick, incense, wine, and the heavy breath of secrecy. Light barely touches its corners, flickering from oil lamps and a decadent rose-gold chandelier above. Everything gleams crimson. The tables, the curtains, even the shadows seem tinged with heat. Patrons wear masks, not for play, but protection. From judgment, from recognition, from themselves. Here, Poppy dares transformation. Gone is the white gown. In its place, a borrowed cloak, soft blue, perhaps trimmed with white fur. No veil. Instead, a simple white domino mask. Choice, not obligation. Her green eyes, exposed now in part, become sharper, watchful. She sits at a card table, posture tense, a breath held across a forbidden boundary. And then he appears. Hawke Flynn. He wears no armor, but stands like he does. A simple shirt, loose at the collar, buckskin breeches. But it's not the clothes that hold attention, it's his presence. His dark hair falls over his brow in unruly defiance. His amber eyes in the dim light, not soft, not warm, predatory. Upstairs, the rooms are simpler. A settee, candles casting long shadows. The scent, cinnamon, dark spices, pine, settles into the walls. Something is changing. And it starts here. We travel now to the outer edge of civilization. To the rise. Not a monument. A warning. A wall of dark limestone and iron, colossal in scale, battered by time and siege. Its sheer face is a testament to what lies beyond. Guards patrol its length, clad in practical, battle-worn armor. Below, trenches laced with tinder ring its base, waiting. Above, torches burn in solemn vigil. The wall does not sleep. And past it, the blood forest. The name is not poetic. The trees here bleed. Their leaves, always crimson, do not wither or fall. The bark glistens, wet with red sap, as though the trees themselves remember violence. The ground beneath is green, but scattered across it are bones, not just of beast, but of man, bleached by time, ignored by the forest. Here, Poppy becomes someone else, a shadow of the Maiden. She is not waiting. She is watching, and it is the Craven she watches for. Creatures of nightmare, pale, starved, leached of all humanity. Their skin clings to bone. Their eyes burn, coals in hollow sockets, clawed fingers, ragged mouths filled with serrated teeth. They don't walk. They swarm, faster than fear. They are the reason for the rise, and the reason Poppy no longer dreams. We return, but the castle has changed. The great hall of Castle Teerman is unrecognizable. The white and gold banners are gone. In their place, crimson drapes fall like blood from the walls, each emblazoned with the royal crest. Urns spill over with deep red blossoms. The ceiling, once serene, now seems to watch with divine indifference. Painted gods look down. This is the rite, a ceremony of supposed honor, draped in spectacle. And for this moment, Poppy is transformed. Gone is the veil. In its place, a gown of crimson gossamer, sleeves flowing, lace delicate. A red domino mask shadows her face, but her copper hair is visible now, loose, perhaps curled. She blends, almost. A figure among many, but still, apart. And then, rupture. There is no choice but to flee. On the road, Poppy is reborn once more. No veil, no finery. A dark brown cloak, heavy. A thick sweater beneath. Breeches made for riding, not ceremony. Sturdy boots meet the dirt road. Her copper hair, pulled back or braided, is exposed, unafraid. There's something new in her eyes, not fire, flint. Beside her, Hawke. His courtly appearance replaced by utility. Dark breeches, a weather-worn tunic, a fur-lined cloak. his hair, like a raven's wing, loose in the wind. He rides Seti, a massive warhorse as dark as night. And Poppy rides with him, their closeness dictated by necessity. Their company includes Kieran, quiet, alert, his dark hair cropped short, his beige skin warm against the pale shock of his eyes, that unsettling, piercing blue. Dressed for distance, every movement efficient. Familiar faces flank them. Phillips, Eric, once guards of Masadonia, now shadows on the road. The path ahead, unknown. The road leads them to New Haven, a trading town cradled by woods and time. The keep stands apart, a 2-story stone structure, weathered to a greenish-gray by age and moss. Inside, the rooms are wider than expected, beams exposed like ribs, ceilings low enough to feel safe. A fire crackles in the hearth. The smell of wood smoke settles into everything. Beds are plain, but the warmth here isn't in the thread count. It's in the relief. But not all is what it seems. Here, the masks fall, and not the ceremonial kind. Hawke is no longer Hawke. He is Casteel Da'Neer, the Dark One, an Atlantean prince and far from myth. And now, those amber eyes flare gold, not with emotion, but with something ancient. His face, always sharply drawn, becomes more so, refined into something less human. The edges of his teeth hint at something hidden and real. Strength and speed no longer implied but demonstrated. And Kieran? Not merely a man, a wolven. Fawn-colored fur tears through flesh, ears elongate, teeth extend into fangs, and paws, massive, clawed. Those iridescent pale blue eyes remain his own. Calm, intelligent. But even truth has its dungeons. Beneath the keep lie the cells, and Poppy, once honored, now imprisoned. The stone down here is colder, wet. Every breath fogs the air. But the ceiling holds the worst of it. A twisted, silent canopy of bone. Not decorative, not symbolic. Real. Rib cages, femurs, skulls, strung together like macabre ivy, the remains of forgotten screams. Which of these places struck you most? Was it the silence of Poppy's chamber? The blood-soaked earth of the forest? The truths waiting in a stone-walled keep? Tell us in the comments. Every reader sees differently. We want to see through your eyes, too. And for more guides like this, more immersive journeys through the worlds you love, subscribe and turn on notifications. We're only just beginning. Until our next voyage, may your own worlds be as vivid and unforgettable